And we are joined now by State Representative Jesse Petrea, who sponsored this new legislation. Thank you so much for making the time tonight.
Well, thank you for having me, Natasha. Glad to be here.
Can you explain roughly what is in this bill in a nutshell and how this could help prevent future crimes like what happened to Laken Riley?
Well, let me begin by just being very clear that this measure was drafted a year ago. This measure was drafted a year ago, dropped in January, and actually was heard twice before the very tragic and totally avoidable death of Laken Riley. So to be clear, this was not a bill that was drafted in response to this, but it certainly gained renewed attention because of that. I also want to be clear that this bill has nothing to do with immigrants. It is precisely targeted to those illegally in the country who wind up in our jails. So they've committed a crime in our society, and in the process of determining who they are in our jails, we discover that they are illegally in the country. And what the measure does is make it very clear that when you find someone like that in a Georgia jail, they must be reported to federal immigration authorities who have authority in these matters, and that if they are not, if you have sheriffs that refuse to do so, which has been a problem, if you have organizations that refuse to do so, cities, municipalities, counties that refuse to do so, it makes that a misdemeanor and a crime and a misdemeanor of a high and aggravated nature on a second offense. So we're compelling law enforcement when individuals are in custody or here illegally for committing a crime and victimizing Georgians. We're compelling them to report that to ICE and then to honor ICE detainers.
And we know the Georgia House passed the bill. It moves to the state Senate. Are you confident this will ultimately pass?
Absolutely. I am 100% confident because the people are outraged. Over 9 million, we know concretely, individuals have illegally entered the country in the last 3 years alone. As the mayor before me said, she was accurate about one thing for certain. This is a federal issue, and they are killing.
And Representative, I'm so sorry to interrupt. There are two more important questions, and I know we're low on time, but I really want to get your perspective on this. Critics say that this bill and others being considered in the Georgia legislature would be detrimental to the Latino community. There is a quote here I want to read quickly. The current slate of proposals would violate constitutional freedoms, ignore the needs of local communities, and perpetuate harmful stereotypes about Latinos and immigrants. Representative, your quick response to this.
A quick response is that's completely accurate. Oftentimes, the victims of these individuals are in those same communities. We have immigrants. That's my good friend, Representative Ray Martinez, spoke in favor of this bill, and I disagree wholeheartedly. When someone is in the country illegally and victimizes the people we represent, we must hold them accountable, and notifying federal immigration authorities of their presence is absolutely commonsensical to most Americans. And I would remind you, since you brought up Laken Riley, this individual had committed crimes in New York and also here in Athens before he murdered this young lady. Every crime, violent crime committed by someone illegally in the country was and is an avoidable crime. And that's what we're going to focus on here in Georgia.
Yeah, and Representative, what was your reaction to President Biden addressing Laken Riley's case during the State of the Union?
Well, I try not to get too deep into the federal, but obviously he mispronounced her name. I don't think he's been very concerned about the issue. His policies, absolutely first and foremost, are at fault. As I mentioned on the House floor, this individual would have not been in the country under the Trump or the Obama administration, quite frankly, who both generally knew that it is fundamental to U.S. security that we protect our border. He has abandoned that cause, and the blame rests with him. I will say that.
Representative Petrea, I appreciate your time tonight. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Natasha, for having me.
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.